Hello and welcome to Amnesia the Dark Descent. I almost didn't make it today. I've been busy and distracted for a while, so I was very tempted to skip this weekend. But we are going to continue and persevere. Yes, that's why I said continue. So we are what are we doing? I don't remember. Maybe it'll tell us. Or maybe it'll just drop us where we are with no hope for ever learning what we have done so far. I'm trimming the wicks on my candle. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I always burn a candle while I'm playing games. It's less about the scent and more just about the idea of having fires so readily available. I said light on fire. There. One of the two wicks that I had just immediately blew out. Okay. I remember we're hiding, kind of. What are we doing? Okay. Tinderbox. I don't actually remember much of what we were doing other than... Excuse me. Came in here. Yeah, we crawled up the well, I remember. We were in the cistern. It won't budge. Throw shit at it. Ah, yes, this will budge. Oh. There we go.
9th of August 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
Manipulation! You'll love to see it. That's a lie. Okay. What's... I could use the oil. Huh. Huh. Alright. Oh. No. We do the crouch. I heard that. I didn't hear. Why? Oh. Oh, no, I can't touch them. I was thinking, oh yay, stuff to block the door. Bop. Skibbity bop. Again, oh yay. Why can I do this? That should not be a mechanic. Light. 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 Now, tinder boxes, where are the tinder boxes? Ah, yes. Gemini is really going to town over there. It was distracting. I almost missed this one. Give.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes.
I'll be right back.
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Huh. Oh, yes. Long, dark, imposing hallway. This is always safe. Oh. Oh no. Oh, hello, sir. We'll get to you in a minute. I don't like triggering story events. And this looks like a story. Ooh. It looks like a story event. And night. Oh. Ooh, tinderbox. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. This looks like a place to loop a monster. Why is there a child? Not because I'm worried for the child's well-being, but just... ew. Whoa, spook. It's dust. Gotta worry about my asthma. But yeah, sorry guys, this video will be shorter as I will need to cut it short to go to work. But I made it and we are getting a video.
I know this.
And that's what's important.
I've been here already. I know this taste. The taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in the dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
Okay. That was questionable. Give me a second. There. So, no party drugs in here. I mean, tinderboxes. Oh. Meat. I found meat. That is promising. Nope. Alright, let's go talk to the chained up dude. Also, what is this? It's a person.
Help me. Who's this switch?
Okay.
Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Whom are you? Daniel? Like a prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an all. Yes, that's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but I guess my own. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my own, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken oar and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Understood. We're now looking for pieces of orb. Kind of like pieces of 8, but, you know, not.
Daniel, I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. Look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help a recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free Princess Husk of mine.
Sounds to me like it'll kill you. Ow. Fine. Rude. Alright. So now we go over here. Run. 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 The hell? Okay. I was curious. Such filth, he thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Yay, food's on the way. No. I hear did you. Ah, yes. It won't budge, of course not. We can't have budging. That goes against the script. So he went that way. Okay, yeah, you stay that way. Oh, lovely.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
That's a lie. Oh shit. He's coming back. He's coming back. Go away. Where are you going? Where are you going? Turn around. No. 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 I say you get destroyed. Booty. No. No. this way. Tinderbox, tinderbox. The Shattered Orb. I will read that in a minute. I am not in a safe place. Because Tweedledum over there can come in at any time. I don't feel comfortable having a tango with him. I should be fine in here, though. Ooh, oil. Here, let me just hop up on the sacrificial altar. Alright. Let's crouch, hang out here, and go to notes? No. Back. Mementos? No. Diaries? No. Notes. The Shattered Orb. I don't know why I said sacrificial. Anyways, all is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing the paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but I have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Oh yeah, by the way, did I mention this is a love story game? Yeah. Now I will actually be right back. Gotta get my food. Huzzah! Sustenance has arrived. The all-nourishing power of orange chicken and rice. Okay. Let me get myself situated. And we will continue. After a brief word from our sponsors. No one, because I don't have sponsors. Okay. Now I am ready. Nope. Okay. mind being able to see what's coming. Huzzah.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to
Brainwashing.
study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
So that's not, I don't know, creepy. There we go. It's the most scientific way to gather tinderboxes. Jump like a crazy person. I'm just picturing, like, a middle-aged man jumping around on these boxes trying to look around them. Fine. I'll go this way. One last direction. I still don't see Mr. Booty. Daniel has the stamina of a god. Oh. Understood. Maybe.
Is this your time witnessing Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You
No guilt.
sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me. How dare you?
Yeah, Dan or Alexander. No one likes you. Round 2 of looking for something to do. Oh. Magic wishing lamp. I think the key, so to speak, is in the other room. Why is this off center? I'm stumped. Let's try backtrack. Oh, this isn't backtracking. Is it? Yes, it is. Maybe the monster will lead us somewhere. No. Because this just leads back into there. Actually, yeah. Let's go talk with Agrippa and see if he has any ideas. It had gone too far. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Okay. That's not questionable.
What level? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other rooms. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it. Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important to you.
Oh,
For years. Who knows how many?
I have an idea. I forgot about the two levers that go up and down. I don't exactly remember where they are. These levers. Machinery. Well, how do I fix the machinery? I don't understand. I don't even know where the machinery is. That's a chandelier.
How are things coming?
Terribly.
Alexander is quite impressive in many ways. But
Aha.
go with patience.
There we go.
I'm the next best thing. Alexander really found that none other than Johann I.
Fixed it. No, I didn't look it up either. So now we go up here, we push the two levers, Tell them to go up so we can go into those side rooms. This way. Jeez, this is a trek. Huzzah!
The shadow. It's close now. Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further.
What are you gonna do?
Friend.
None. I'm not afraid of you.
Ah, you again.
Yep.
You got the doors open?
Yep.
Good going. I knew you could do it.
Oh yeah. Where's do I have to do it myself? Meat. And then spooky spooky. Huzzah! What did I get for that? Remains. Understood.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one. Prepare you.
I could go up there. We're gonna try the doors first. Oh, jeez. Oh, rat. Spooks. That was in the movie Terrifier. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flowing from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The man stepped back and waited for his victim to drain. Yup.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
Such brainwashing.
Not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Yeah. I know how this works too. So, a person is sat upon this. Right?
Please, do anything, whatever you want. Anything. Do anything. I'm innocent.
I feel like that one was unnecessary. But yeah, a person is sat upon this, and their legs are tied down, and their arms are spread. And the only thing keeping them off the point is their strength. And slowly they give out and drop onto it, and yeah. That's such a cheery noise for right now. Touch the booty point. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. We're gonna enjoy the dark. We don't need to see. Damn it! That wasn't even a cat this time, that was just gravity. Assault by paper. Why? Okay. Hung with a sandbag so that your shoulders dislocate. Yeah, that's not fun either. Gotta touch it. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Yep. Oh, look, more stairs. This game does not like stairs, like, functionally. Why am I hearing shit? Why would you have a study this high up above torture chambers? There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed, proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, and it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. That is very true. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also apply the pain in doses if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. Yeah, 'cause then you apply multiple types of torture. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. He just calls it the amnesia drink. You don't have a name for it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna feed them the go forget juice. 9,000. Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I've become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me after Napoleon's defeat. It is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Interesting. I never caught that before. They're talking about Nazi Germany. String. Most important part right there. I will say this game loves going downstairs. Whee! Whee! This way. Wait, no. Yes, this way. Ew.
Ah, you get it. You seem to have found all the small pieces used in the
Yep. Lawyer taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Weyer claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he can help too. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part with him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I've seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Weyer told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and Tampter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile grounds for this sort, and I should be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tampter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Kernk. I will have to address Weyer with this, and he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. And that's why we fed him the meat, because it's on his spit. Bunk. Knowing them, they put tinder boxes in the walls where the candles are. Oh, they didn't. I'm surprised. This.
15th of August, 1839. The Blood Wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry.
Oh.
No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate.
We'll just keep talking.
Man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
Aha. Fine.
Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines. Paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Sanity? What sanity? We don't deal with that stuff here. Oh! Hi. I did not. I don't think they were there before. Yeah, I'm not reading these anymore. Out loud, at least. Now you see why it's called The Choir.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
I saw him. I don't know why I lit that. I don't really need the light. Mushroom. How do break open? See, the bone is covered in mucus. There we go. What's in here? Cow. Oh, brass bowl. You stick the person inside, light the fire underneath, and it heats up, and the sound of the echoing screams come out the mouth, and it sounds like a cow mooing. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear a brazen bull bellow. Yeah. And no, it's not weird that I know all of this stuff about the different torture devices. I am just well read. Ooh, what's this? It is a pillar. And I am unable to jump onto said pillar. Why? Nope. Nope. We ain't doing none of that. None of the stimpy stampy. Ooh, he's over there. Hi. So if I go over here.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Yeah, what he's talking about is you can have a person where like their foot's here and they're laying or stretched backwards along the outside of the wheel, or you can tie them to the front of it like a star. And what he was saying is whenever you're ready to kill them, you fish their arms and legs through here and it'll break them between the frame of the wheel and the wheel itself. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with the intent, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Is it mercy if you're the one that caused their need? Like, the need of mercy? Yeah. There's the hammer. And hurry. Ooh, what's this way? Oh, it's the other half. Nope. Oh, nope. No. Go away. Go away. we're just gonna go this way. Now we make it across the bridge, and there should be one more piece somewhere over here. Oh, there's a bridge over here. Lovely. Was this where I was? Maybe? Maybe not? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Nope. 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 Is it over here? Ah, yes. Nope. That's the entrance. This way. Ah. And then we have the Iron Maiden. Laudanum. 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 Ah! I got jump scared by a chest of spikes. Yeah. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket has been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked, and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. Yeah, there was just enough space inside where if you stood incredibly still... Ow. If you stood incredibly still, it would not hurt you. But if you look down... Basically, how long can you stand perfectly still and not eventually, like, sag or move in any way, not flinch? And so, yeah, you basically torture yourself by twitching. Okay. See? No bodies. Yeah. Oh, it's on my screen.
You again. Incredible. You found Vire's recipe. Then there might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic via the scribes. And do so before you assemble the ore. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the ore, you won't be able to save me.
So. We have the remains, we have the tar for the orb, we have that thing. What was the third thing we needed? Because we need the poison, the weird... Oh, and then Vitae. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know where we're supposed to get Vitae specifically. Because, yeah. Like, I know where, but not where, if that makes sense. Unless I'm supposed to torture Agrippa. Well, I think this will be a good enough spot to pause it. I know it's a shorter video, but we'll get back into things next week. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.